Now let's look at another impending election, the one in France. They're having a snap election. President Emmanuel Macron announced it last month, a sudden, unexpected parliamentary election. The second round of this election will be held on Sunday. The first round took place last Sunday, on the 30th of June, and it delivered a political earthquake. Victory for the National Rally Party and their leader, Marine Le Pen. Her party won about 34% of the votes in the first round, and that's the largest vote share, 34%. So she looked like she was on course to win the election outright. Now, France has 577 parliamentary seats. If you get more than 50% of the votes, you win a seat. If not, you head to the second round. So after the first round, some seats have already been called, but about 300 seats are still in contention. They will go into the second round. This is where voting will take place on coming Sunday. Now, the majority mark in the French parliament is 289. After the first round, this is how things stand. The National Rally, Marine Le Pen's party, is projected to win anywhere between 250 to 300 seats on their own. So they could get absolute majority and install their own prime minister, who would be this man, Jordan Bardella, Marine Le Pen's protege. It's a strong possibility, and it sent alarm bells ringing among other parties, like Macron's centrist party and the left-wing coalition in France. They were all worried. So both these groups have decided to join hands. They staunchly oppose the National Rally, which is seen as a far-right party. It is known to be Eurosceptic and anti-immigrant. In the past, this party, Marine Le Pen's party, has also been accused of racism and anti-Semitism. In fact, one of the National Rally candidates has just withdrawn from the second round because an old picture of her surfaced, where she is seen wearing a Nazi costume. And this is just one example. Things like this make the National Rally controversial, and by extension, its leaders, Le Pen and Bardella. For a long time, the National Rally was considered a fringe party, the far right. But now, after last Sunday's election result, it has clearly become mainstream. And this is thanks to Marine Le Pen. The National Rally Party was founded in 1972. Back then, it was called the National Front. The founder was Marine Le Pen's father, Jean-Marie Le Pen. He was known for making racist, anti-Semitic and homophobic slurs, which is why his party was considered dangerous and fringe. Now, the daughter, Marine Le Pen, took over in 2011, and in 2015, she expelled her father. That's after he described the Holocaust as a detail of World War II. So Marine kicked out her anti-Semitic father and began cleaning up her party's image. In 2018, she even changed the name from National Front to National Rally, and it's because of her efforts that the party is now such a success. But that also means it is now a threat to the more mainstream parties in France, like Macron's centrist party and the left-wing coalition, the New Popular Front. So all of these parties, the centrists and the leftists, have come up with a plan to join hands and stop the National Rally. They're talking about making a Republican front. The second round of polling will take place on the 7th of July, and each candidate who got more than 12.5% of the vote in the first round can contest, which means that many seats in the second round will see a three-way contest between the National Rally, a centrist candidate and a left-wing candidate. So instead of cutting each other's votes, the centrists and the leftists are going for tactical withdrawals. So their votes are consolidated and they beat the National Rally. That is the idea behind this Republican front, and it has worked in the past against Le Pen's father. He fought multiple French presidential elections and came close to a victory in the year 2002 against Jacques Chirac. That's when the first Republican front swung into action. The centrists and the leftists joined hands to defeat Jean-Marie Le Pen. And Jacques Chirac won with a landslide. And since then, if this party gets close to victory, the others close ranks. They did this against Marine Le Pen too, in the 2012 and 2017 presidential elections. And now they're trying this in the parliamentary election as well. But will it work this time? Will the frustrated French voters agree to maintain the status quo again? We'll find out on Sunday. On this today, the T20 World Cup ban by the US moved across to the West Indies.